The year 2025 has barely begun, and here we all are, greeted by one of the greatest destruction of all time, the Los Angeles fire outbreak. 12,300 structures destroyed, at least 24 people killed, 40,000 acres of land burnt, 250 to $275 billion of economic losses incurred. And then on the other side of the coin, nearly 1,400 fire engines, nearly 84 aircraft, over 14,000 personnel are all still fighting the wildfires.
But right now, it just looks like some sort of apocalypse.
Firefighters struggle to hold back the flames.
All 29 fire departments in our county are not prepared for this type of widespread disaster.
In the ocean of confusion as to who or what could have been the reason behind such irredeemable devastation, everyone seemed at first to be short of a pointer. Award-winning actor Mel Gibson joins in the media to express the shocking betrayal he feels from his findings.
I know they were messing with the water, letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, oh, is it on purpose? Which, it's an insane thing to think. But one begins to ponder whether or not there is a purpose in mind. What could it be, you know? I don't know.
The crisis has given rise to too many on-point questions flying around lately. First, fresh water is empty in LA. Why aren't firefighters using seawater to put out the fires then?
What happened to the water system? Was it, and by the way, was it just overwhelmed? That you had so much that was used, we drew it down? Was it pipes? Was it electricity? It was a combination of pipes, electricities, and pumps.
Second, why were thousands in LA dropped by their insurers ahead of the fire outbreak? Why are there so many left with no insurance to cover losses?
But losing a home to a wildfire without insurance, that is life-shattering. And in Los Angeles, it is a grim reality. LA is battling devastating fires. Yet just months ago, thousands had their insurance cancelled. Why is that? Why are so many homes in LA uninsured?
And just while the confusion persists as to what may have gone dead wrong, the media suddenly finds a scapegoat, ChatGPT.
That's right, social media has a new scapegoat, ChatGPT, the same AI chatbot that can do maths and pen poems. Social media users say ChatGPT caused the fires. But is that true? Is ChatGPT really responsible for the fires? And why is social media blaming artificial intelligence? To understand that, let's look at how ChatGPT works. Imagine you type a prompt into ChatGPT. The prompt is turned into code. This code flows through a network of servers. The servers run thousands of complex calculations, and ultimately they produce the best possible response for you. Now, all of this happens on massive power-hungry servers. These servers work hard, so they generate heat. Lots of heat. And so data centers need to prevent overheating. For that, they rely on cooling systems. And this is where water plays a crucial role. Cooling towers use vast amounts of water just to keep servers at optimal temperatures. Essentially, ChatGPT is a water guzzler. To put it in perspective, a 100-word email needs around a bottle of water. Same for every 4 to 5 prompts. ChatGPT gulps almost 500 ml of water for this. Now let's zoom out and look at the larger picture. In 2024, ChatGPT had 300 million weekly active users. 300 million weekly active users, so you can imagine the amount of energy it consumed and the scale of water it needed. And that is why social media is complaining. Los Angeles is located in Southern California. This is a region that has experienced drought in the past, which means water is already scarce here. The wildfires exposed that scarcity and made it worse. The fires began on January 7th. Soon fire hydrants were low on water. The LA Fire Department was panned, and that's when social media started connecting the dots. ChatGPT relies on water. Los Angeles is running out of water. So naturally, ChatGPT must be to blame.
Quite a revelation, isn't it? But our dear reporter isn't done with us yet.
The fire hydrants ran dry because of overwhelming demand. On top of that, the municipal water system is poorly designed. It cannot handle the demands of fast-moving wildfires. So this is not an AI problem. This is an infrastructure problem. But that does not let ChatGPT off the hook entirely. Yes, it is responsible for, not responsible rather, for this particular fire, but it is very much part of a bigger problem. Our planet is heating up. Extreme weather events are becoming increasingly common, like these wildfires in Los Angeles. Addressing this crisis needs collective action. You need to conserve natural resources like water. Instead, you're building more AI data centers that use gallons of water and electricity to write emails. So you can see where the problem is. The crisis in LA is a wake-up call. It's not just about the technologies we use today, it's about how we manage the infrastructure that supports this tech. AI companies will also have to do better. They must find other cooling alternatives or move data centers to cooler climates. After all, the future of AI does not just lie in the promise of intelligence, it lies in how responsibly it can be integrated into our world.
The essence of artificial intelligence should be to integrate with the world, not to ruin the world. Now this is the 10th day since this chaos from the pit of hell visited. The Los Angeles fire outbreak of 2025 had begun, and nothing in America would ever be the same again. The panic, the screams, the tears of unforeseen, irredeemable loss has rippled through the whole of Los Angeles like some bad dream. The sound of planes dropping water from above as firefighters battled valiantly to save homes from the raging inferno was no different than the kind of actions found in movie scenes. Buildings crumbled, electric poles burned, and smoke billowed over the Pacific Ocean. The entire scenario was a gut-wrenching testament to the fury of nature, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair that would take years to heal. Many residents were affected in the worst kind of ways, including a great many white and a few black celebrities. However, our deepest sympathy goes out to all out there in Los Angeles who are victims of this hell-born crisis. We are with you in this, and pray earnestly for your speedy recovery and healing. Going forward, let us have a look at our black celebrities whom this exceedingly frightening destruction of chaos and death affected in one way or the other. 1. Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, whose real name is Andre Romel Young, is a renowned American rapper, record producer, and entrepreneur. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in hip-hop history. Dr. Dre's properties in LA are truly fit for a hip-hop legend. His primary residence, which was reportedly destroyed in the 2025 LA fire outbreak, was an 18,298 square feet mega mansion located in the exclusive Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. He'd purchased the home in 2014 for $40 million from celebrity power couple Gisele Bündchen and Tom Brady. Located at 12780 Shalon Road in the affluent Brentwood neighborhood and situated on 4 acres of land, the French chateau-inspired home was designed by renowned architect Richard Landry. It features approximately 22,000 square feet of living space with 5 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 2-story foyer with curved staircase, formal living and dining rooms, gourmet kitchen, breakfast room, library, home office, wine cellar, gym, numerous covered outdoor living areas, 6+ car garage, bridge with moat, lagoon-style swimming pool, outdoor living areas, a 10,000 square feet music studio, and much more. The Brentwood neighborhood where Dr. Dre's home was located is known for its picturesque views, luxurious homes, and high-profile residents. It's a favorite among celebrities and affluent individuals who value privacy and exclusivity. The loss of Dr. Dre's Brentwood home was likely a significant investment, reflecting his immense success in the music industry. Dr. Dre's response to the loss of his home has not been publicly disclosed. However, it's likely that he will rebuild and continue to thrive, both personally and professionally. 2. Magic Johnson. With thousands of people still evacuating Los Angeles as the city is still being hit with deadly wildfires, many have vocalized their support and condolences to the LA community, including Lakers legend Magic Johnson. "My heart goes out to everyone in Los Angeles affected by the wildfires," Johnson tweeted Wednesday afternoon. "I'm thinking of those who have lost homes and more during this difficult time, and I'm especially grateful for the first responders who are working diligently to protect others. Cookie and I are praying for strength, healing, and hope for all, and that this city finds peace and recovery soon." Magic Johnson is a basketball legend and successful entrepreneur whose fame extends far beyond his impressive athletic career. As a key player in the Los Angeles Lakers dynasty of the 1980s, Johnson has won 5 NBA championships, 3 MVP awards, and was named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. After retiring from basketball, Johnson went on to build a business empire with investments in real estate, entertainment, and food service. His company, Magic Johnson Enterprises, has partnered with major brands like Starbucks, Burger King, and 24 Hour Fitness, and has invested in several high-profile real estate projects. In Los Angeles, Johnson owns several properties, including his primary residence in the exclusive Beverly Hills neighborhood. His home, valued at over $20 million, features stunning views of the city and is equipped with state-of-the-art amenities. In addition to his Beverly Hills home, Johnson also owns several other properties in the LA area, including a commercial building in the downtown area and a stake in the Los Angeles Dodgers baseball team. His real estate portfolio is estimated to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, solidifying his status as one of the wealthiest and most successful athletes turned entrepreneurs in the world. As a beloved figure in Los Angeles, Magic Johnson was among the first high-profile athletes to publicly address the devastating wildfires sweeping through the region. Fortunately, thanks to the swift and effective response of the fire department, some of Johnson's properties in the area were spared from catastrophic damage. Despite this, Johnson was quick to acknowledge the severity of the situation and offer his support to those affected by the disaster. His prompt response and concern for the community reflect his deep connection to the city and its people. 3. Dalyce Curry. Retired actress Dalyce Curry, known for her roles in films such as The Blues Brothers, The 10 Commandments, and Lady Sings the Blues, has died in the ongoing Los Angeles wildfires, as reported by Forbes on Monday 13th, 2025. She was 95 years old. Authorities confirmed that Curry's remains were found at her burned-down property in Altadena, California. According to her great-granddaughter, Dalyce Kelly, Curry was last seen on the evening of January 7th, when Kelly dropped her off at home. The following morning, Kelly attempted to check on her, but was unable to pass police barricades near the area. The family searched for Curry at the Pasadena Civic Center, which had been set up as a shelter for displaced residents, but she was not located. Days later, officials confirmed that her remains were discovered at the site of her destroyed home. About an hour ago, the coroner confirmed her remains were indeed found at the property. "Rip Mama D," Kelly wrote on Facebook on Sunday, January 12th. "We had a great run. She impacted my life in so many ways. This loss is devastating." "She was very active," said her granddaughter, Lori Beamer Wilkinson. "You would not think she was 95. Curry's passing is one of at least 24 fatalities reported in the Los Angeles area as a result of the fires. 4. Snoop Dogg. As the devastating LA fire outbreak ravaged through the city, many residents were forced to flee their homes in search of safety. Among them was the legendary rapper Snoop Dogg, who, despite his home in the Inglewood area being spared, chose to evacuate as a precautionary measure. In a heartfelt statement on Jimmy Kimmel Live on Monday, January 13th, Snoop, 53, expressed his gratitude that his immediate family was safe, but his thoughts were with others whom he considered family, who had lost everything in the fires. "So we did what we do. We come, We support, we pulled our troops together, we represent, and we give them everything that they need, he said, highlighting his commitment to supporting those affected.
There's a couple of intermediate people that I do know that I consider family that, lost everything. So, we did what we do. We come and we support and we pull our troops together and we make sure that we represent and we give them everything that they need.
Snoop, who is often referred to as the worldwide ambassador for Los Angeles, also praised the brave firefighters battling the wildfires and hinted at organizing a benefit concert to support those impacted by the blaze. The conversation was part of a thoughtful and somber episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live, which had halted production amid the fires. Jimmy Kimmel opened the show with a poignant monologue saying, "I think I speak for all of us when I say it's been a sickening, shocking, awful experience, but it's also been, in a lot of ways, a beautiful experience." The moment served as a testament to the resilience and solidarity of the Los Angeles community in the face of disaster. Snoop's appearance on the show underscored his deep connection to the city and its people, as well as his willingness to use his platform to support those in need. As the city began to rebuild and recover, Snoop's words of empathy and concern for those affected by the fires resonated deeply, inspiring hope and unity in the face of adversity. 5. Jhene Aiko. As the Palisades fire continued spreading on and on all throughout the city of Los Angeles, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake, R&B singer Jhene Aiko's life was forever changed. The 36-year-old songstress took to Instagram to share a heart-wrenching update. Despite her home being ravaged by the raging flames, she, her 2-year-old son Noah Hassani, whom she shares with rapper Big Sean, and 16-year-old daughter Namiko Love, had miraculously escaped unscathed. Aiko's Instagram stories revealed the true extent of the destruction, with a haunting snap showing the back of her house engulfed in flames as smoke polluted the air, a poignant reminder of the fire's fury. The luxurious abode, valued at a staggering $4 million, stood as a tangible reflection of Aiko's tireless work ethic and dedication to her craft. Every detail, every design choice, and every carefully curated possession within its walls was a testament to the fruits of her labor, a physical manifestation of the countless hours, sleepless nights, and unwavering perseverance that had defined her journey to success. This was not Aiko's first experience with loss due to fire. When she was just in the 2nd grade, her family home burned down, taking all their belongings with it. The trauma of that event had likely made her current loss even more difficult to bear. Aiko shared a personal account of the ordeal, revealing that a neighbor had sent her a picture of her home while she was out of town, intended to return the same day. She clarified that the destroyed house was indeed her home, contrary to misinformation spread by some blogs. In a heartfelt post, Aiko expressed her gratitude for the safety of her family and acknowledged the pain of losing her home, where she had invested so much of herself. "I worked very hard, for many years, through a lot of pain, to provide my children with this house," she wrote. "I put everything into it, praying none of you ever experience this." In a subsequent post, Aiko reflected on the devastating impact of the wildfires, extending her prayers to those who had lost their homes, livelihoods, and loved ones. "Praying for everyone, those who lost their home, those who lost their life's work, those who lost their life. Praying for my city, praying for the wildlife and lost pets, praying for the world." She concluded with a message of resilience and compassion. "Let suffering be a gift, a lesson in compassion." Aiko's emotional update continued. "Burned to the ground with all of our things inside. Lord have mercy. Thankfully, we still have each other. Starting from scratch. My heart is so heavy." As she begins to rebuild her life, Aiko's words serve as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment with loved ones. 6. Bozoma St. In a poignant Instagram post, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Bozoma St. shared the shattering news that her stunning Malibu home had been reduced to ashes in the recent California wildfires. The former Netflix CMO's emotional message gave fans a glimpse into her heartbreaking loss, showcasing the devastating impact of the disaster on her life and her teenage daughter, Lael. St. John's dream home, which she had prayed for and worked tirelessly to own, was more than just a possession. It was a symbol of her resilience and determination. The gorgeous Malibu property, filled with memories and sentimental value, was ravaged by the relentless flames, leaving nothing but rubble and ashes in its wake. With her trademark candor, St. John expressed her gratitude for the outpouring of support from fans, friends, and her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-stars, acknowledging that this loss had knocked her on her expletive. As she navigates this incredibly difficult time, St. John humbly asks for continued prayers for herself and her daughter, Lael. On January 12th, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star posted to her Instagram stories to thank fans for their support as she deals with the devastating loss of her Malibu home. "I've been getting so many messages of comfort, I can't thank you enough," St. John wrote to fans. "This has been an incredibly difficult time to navigate, and yes, I know I'm resilient and been through a lot, but this loss has certainly knocked me on my expletive. Please continue to pray for Lael and I. Thank you." St. John first shared the news of her loss in a January 9th post to Instagram. In a heartbreaking post, the former Netflix CMO confirmed that she was one of thousands of Californians who lost homes amid the devastating wildfires that raged across Los Angeles and surrounding areas. Bozoma St. John, who was married for 10 years before her husband passed away from cancer in 2013, explained that her house was a safe and welcoming space for her family. St. John shared photos of her gorgeous Malibu home, then captioned it with an emotional message. "This is the house I wanted, the house I prayed for, the house I worked in blood, sweat, and tears for," she began, emphasizing the immense effort and dedication she poured into acquiring and customizing the property. St. John also shared the thoughtful touches she added to make the house a welcoming space for loved ones.
"The house where I put a keypad instead of a keyhole in the front door because I wanted all my family and friends to have a code and use the house whenever they wanted."
From her post, it's obvious that her journey to owning such an expensive mansion was not without its challenges. She courageously opened up about the racist neighbors and community that forced her to buy the property through a trust within a trust, hiding her identity as a widowed single black woman with a teenager. "This was my EFFU I'm here house," she declared, transforming her struggles into a triumphant statement of resilience.
"The house that I built, a movie room dedicated to my sister so she could see her films in her own sanctuary,"
wrote St. John, highlighting the love and care she put into creating that particular meaningful space. St. John had purchased the 2,501 square foot Malibu beach house for $5.2 million in 2021, according to Traded. A listing posted by Redfin, a real estate brokerage company in the U.S., described the property as a multi-level beachfront residence that commands sunrise to sunset ocean and island views and a sweeping panorama of the sparkling lights known as the Queen's Necklace. The 3-level, 4-bedroom home featured plank and beam wood ceilings, as seen in St. John's photos, as well as 42 feet of beach frontage with direct access, per the listing. Amenities included 3 fireplaces, built-in shelving, a spa tub, a steam shower, sauna, and a spacious wraparound view balcony. St. John previously told Los Angeles Magazine that her home was located a stone's throw from the famous Malibu Pier. Ultimately, St. John's Instagram caption took a somber turn as she confirmed the devastating loss of her home. "This is the house where I finally felt like I could choose to spend time, when I wanted to and how I wanted to." At the end of her caption, St. John confirmed that the fires engulfed the entire property. "It is gone," she wrote, a stark and heartbreaking conclusion to her emotional tribute. The RHOBH Season 14 newcomer wrote further down in her message, leaving fans and supporters to mourn the loss of her beloved home. 7. Tina Knowles. Tina Knowles, mother of renowned singer Beyoncé, took to her Instagram page to share the devastating news that her beloved bungalow in Malibu had been destroyed by the raging wildfires that swept through Los Angeles. The oceanfront property, which she affectionately referred to as her sacred happy place, held a special place in her heart. In a heartfelt post, Tina expressed her grief, stating, "It was my favorite place, my sanctuary, my sacred happy place. Now it is gone." She accompanied her message with a poignant video showcasing the breathtaking ocean view from her bungalow, featuring dolphins briefly surfacing over the waves. The clip was captioned, "This is what I was looking at on my birthday this past weekend from my tiny little bungalow on the water in Malibu." Tina took a moment to express her gratitude to the brave men and women of the fire department who risked their lives to combat the wildfires. God bless all the brave men and women in our fire department who risked their lives in dangerous conditions, she wrote. We thank you for your dedication and bravery and for saving so many lives. Tina's thoughts also turned to those who had lost loved ones in the fire, as well as those who had suffered property losses. I'm so sad for the people who lost the 5 family members. My deepest prayers are with you, she added. To the people who lost their homes and belongings, I can only imagine how it feels to lose properties and everything you own. Tina's message concluded on a note of hope and resilience.
My heart and deep prayers go out to all of you. I cannot imagine the pain and suffering and fear that you are enduring. I am praying diligently for our beautiful city of Los Angeles. We are resilient, though, and we will recover. This too shall pass.
Yes, this too shall pass. Hit the thumb button to support our endeavors. Share with friends and families to keep spreading awareness, safety, and love. Join us in the prayer for the healing of all humanity. See you in the next video.